checking out, couple shots, roll another up until I hit the spot. Thinking low, getting high before my final blow. Looking up at the sky, hoping, praying I get by too much.
Damn, I haven't done this shit in a while. Oh my god.
A
Oh.
little rusty there.
Yeah, it's my first podcast in almost a year.
A year?
Yeah, it's almost a year.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's been a year. I'm not gonna lie. This shit got crazy. Welcome to Talking on Mars. Yeah. So I have a guest here. Been waiting for her to get on the podcast. It's been like a little while now. You know, she's here. She's alive.
I'm alive.
Striving, doing good. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, please. Thank you.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Janae.
That's it.
What else did you want me to say?
I mean, I did like a whole introduction on your shit, but okay.
Okay.
You know, Janae is like the little sister I never had. You know, and I appreciate her every day. But like, she's an amazing person. Do her own thing. She dances a little bit. She do it. She do it the best, of course. None of y'all niggas got top her. Try again. She's really like my stronghold for her, I promise you. But let's get to the real topic. How have you been, bro?
I've been good. I've been good.
You know, I saw you last week, but yeah.
You did, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I've been good. I've been living, learning and stuff.
Finally ended school, so what the grades looking like?
I didn't get them yet. I think I did good this semester. It was very stressful. I do have to say, it was stressful, but it was my first semester at that school, and it was great. And this is the first semester where like it's good. Like usually my first semester suck, and then like the spring, then I start to like it. But this is my first semester that I actually like it on the first try. So
She should have said at HBCU.
I currently go to a PWI, and I'm not going back. It's a great school. It don't even matter. All my friends go to HBCU, so I just visit y'all when I want to. To get that experience.
But we could have been visiting your HBCU.
You can still visit me at school. The city is my campus.
PWI.
Yeah. I bring the vibes.
You're right. So, for the topic for today is mental health, which I feel like we talk about a lot, but I don't feel like we talk about it enough, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think there's always a lot to touch on.
So, on her podcast, we talk about men's mental health. This one, we won't really have a specific gender, obviously, but we could just talk about it overall, which is good because we don't want to make it seem like it's one-sided or anything like that, like favoritism, none of that, all the bullshit. But it still matters because you could be going through something, they could be going through something, she can be going through something, I can go through something, but you need to find a way to at least be able to express yourself or at least ease yourself up, because a lot of shit can go wrong, a lot of possibilities could happen, and you never know. So I'm not the biggest person. I actually know I'm like one of the biggest persons on my mental health now, but I wasn't before, honestly. So let me ask you, like, how is your mental health? How has it been?
How is it currently, or just like an overall like?
Throughout the year, I guess. Like,
This
has it been
year?
up and down or like steady pace?
Well, I think everything when it comes to being a human kind of goes up and down. So I think I'm better than what I used to be. My outlook on certain things that I experience is definitely better. I now understand that like everything comes and goes, whether it's good or bad. So like I'm learning to take my bad days as just bad days and not like, oh my god, it's gonna be bad forever, you know, like, oh, this sucks, everything sucks, it's just gonna be so bad. And I just take it for what it is, and I look at it and ask, you know, what am I learning from it, or what can I learn from it, rather than like, why is this happening to me, you know? So I mean, but it's easier said than done. So I have my days where I'm just like, bruh, this shit sucks, like it's bad. But I think overall this year it's been better. than what it has been in the past. And I don't know. I feel like it's a work in progress. I'm getting better. Every day I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm figuring out new ways to learn myself and how to like deal with things that I encounter.
I feel like that's probably like your best thing to do, honestly, because you don't want to just put too much pressure on yourself. You just have to be able to just tell yourself that it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be the next day or the week, but like sooner or later it will just get easier or so on. So what do you think like is the main thing of mental health? Like, do you think it's like family stuff, school, um, just overthinking? Because for me, honestly, I just think it's overthinking. I overthink everything, so I feel like that's my biggest downfall for real. So I feel like everyone has one thing that sets them off towards their mental health.
Well, I feel like it's a mixture of things when it comes to me. It's like, I think the way I, unfortunately, like with situations, I kind of spiral. So it can be something small that happened, but because I've been ignoring all these other things, it kind of just like, now I'm thinking about family, now I'm thinking about school, now I'm thinking about work, now I'm thinking about a relationship, and like I don't ever think about these things separately. I kind of just like, oh shit, my thing fell and it spilled all over the place. Now I'm crying because of 1,000 other things that just occurred that I didn't, take the time to process when they were happening. So I feel like it's a lot of things for me. It's not just like one specific thing that affects me in that moment.
I don't know. For me, it's really just overthinking. I overthink so much, and it's really my biggest downfall. But now I've kind of just told myself it's gonna be fun. Even though I still overthink from time to time, but like I've eased upon it for real. So I'm not the biggest at overthinking as I was like 2-3 years ago, but it'll be harder to get inside my head. Like anybody that's trying to get inside my head or is like trying to just make me do some feel some type of way, it was impossible. And I only say that because I've taken the time to really just find my inner self through my mind. So like, good luck.
What does overthinking like look like for you? Like, what is it like? How deep does the overthinking go?
It's like I have to make a decision right when I think about something. So say well, it's more than that. It's like I have to make a decision towards something specific, or it's like a constant thought just constantly repeating in my head, or like thinking that if I'm in a relationship with somebody and then they answer some specific way, or they tell me something specific, I'm always asking, did I do something wrong? Can I do this? Can I do that? All that type of shit. I just find some type of way so myself wouldn't overthink that. So like I wouldn't have to overthink. I try to fix it right then and there, because I know if I don't, or if it's not fixed, or if it's not okay, I'm just gonna like lose control, and it's just gonna keep constantly in my head, just telling myself like, you fucking up, you doing all this, like you're not where you're supposed to be at. So it's kind of it's annoying, but it helps. But it's really really annoying. Like I hate it with a passion. But like I haven't really done that now, only because like I have the mentality of just like, if something happens, it's gonna happen for a reason. It happens for a reason. So I'm not gonna pressure myself over it, even though it may happen like just from time to time. But it sucks. It's gonna happen though. I'm not mad about it. I'm not putting much pressure on no one else, but shit happens.
Do you feel like you need to like have control over everything in your life?
No, I only say that because like the only person that's gonna have control is obviously you or God, but like obviously God, because you obviously you have to have control over the things that you do, but you don't have control over the like what happens around you. Like you don't have control over the next person. I don't have control over her. She don't have control over me. It's not possible. And you like, I feel like the biggest thing people try to get control of is their mind, but like that's probably like one of the hardest things that you can control. And why would you want to control your mind? That's something that's like, I seen this thing, like some guru, like he said that like trying to control your mind is probably like the ultimate slavery, which is, I understand, because like trying to control your mind is probably like one of the hardest things you could probably do, because it's your thoughts, but like it happens. Just let your thoughts just ease into it. Don't, I mean, it's gonna run wild sometimes, but like you just gotta ease into it. You just gotta let it happen and see where it takes you, because only you could really stop you, for real. Man, I'm preaching.
No shit.
So like, how do you let your mental health, like, just, how do you like, how do I word it? How do you let your mental health just either like ease itself down, or just like relax? I don't know.
Well, I'm only laughing because I feel like the answer is cry. Like, I just be going through it. Like, I don't know. The first step is definitely crying. I let myself cry about it. I cry a lot. And then I don't know. I'm developing better habits than prior, but I guess something new that I've been doing, which I have to give myself credit for, is I do video diaries. So I talk about it instead of like just kind of ignoring it and just like letting it pile on until I can't handle it anymore. I do video diaries and I talk about the things that I'm going through and like cry on there and all these other things to just kind of like let it out and just like create this safe space for myself to just explain what I'm going through and how I feel with no judgment, you know, which is also pretty hard because I do judge myself a lot. So like even in the video diaries, I'll be like, oh well, you probably shouldn't say that because that sounds bad, but I'm getting better, you know, like I'm like, okay, well, that's just how you feel and that's okay. You can't control how you feel about certain things. So I guess the video diaries have been helping me kind of calm down in those moments where I'm like overwhelmed or feeling something very strong. Also, prayer has helped a lot. I pray way more than I have in the past, and that helps.
Music is probably like my
Diaries,
biggest.
that has helped me a lot. That has helped me, you know, stay grounded and not be all over the place. What about you?
Option, because like I feel like when I just lose everything in control, just music is right there. I can't, like, it can't hurt me, no nothing, anything like that. Or what I usually do, go on my little walk, do what I gotta do, just ease my head, just chill out, or I might just stay in my room. Honestly, now I'm just kind of learning to just like this like couple months since I've been home, I really just distance myself, not from everyone, not from like certain people, just like I don't, like when I go to work, I come straight home. I don't really go nowhere. Like that's just be distance myself so I can just figure out what's my next step, because I'm not trying to avoid anybody or anything like that. I'm just really just working on myself constantly, just so I could be better for myself for the next year, or after that, just for myself, so I could see what I could truly become. So my next question: how are you going to better your mental health for next year? Since it's like what, 3 weeks ago?
I'm gonna get back to meditating. I think that worked for me a lot. Just like, because I'm someone that like likes to do 1,000 things at once, and like times like now when I have this space to just like be myself and just calm down and just be in my own energy, not that I lose it, but like I start to like tweak out. Like I'm like, bro, I need to go do something needs to happen. Like I feel like a bum, but like, bro, this is your first day off. Like no academic stress, no nothing. You don't have to go to this dance class, this performance. You don't have to go to this rehearsal. Like this is my first day off in like months, because I worked in the summer and then went straight to school. So like this is my first day off in a long time, and it is hard. So like I think if I would have meditated during those times when everything was going on, I would have been more comfortable with just like relaxing and just sitting in my energy and just taking care of myself. and I wasn't doing that. So I think that's something that I'm going to take with me into the new year. Prayer, like I said, that's something that's definitely going to continue to come with me. And just taking care of myself a little bit more, doing things that make me happy, and just even like the small things. Like this morning I made myself an acai bowl. It was very good.
You didn't bring me one?
Sorry.
But what the fuck?
I didn't think it was gonna work because the last time I did it, it was literally like water in the bowl, and I just was sipping it through the bowl. But this time it actually worked. But yeah, like little things like that make me happy. I'm gonna start doing that because I don't know. I feel like that's needed. It's gonna make me feel better. Just it's the small things that I don't consider that make me just a little more happier. You know. What about you?
Expanding my creativity.
Oh, I
feel
like that.
That's my biggest thing of this year. I'm very proud of myself because like this year has been, even though had its up and downs, but it's really more up than it has been down. Especially since becoming a creative director, becoming a photographer, like all that stuff really just opened my eyes to just like what I can actually do, what I can get myself into, the people I could bring into my circle. Because I really have a small circle, but the thing is, I'm willing to just open my circle up, but to people that have the same mindset as me. Because the people that I kid you not, all my friends are creative. She said that on her podcast. I'm taking that as well, because all my friends are creative. Because this motherfucker right here, she can dance. She has a podcast. I kid you not, she does everything. Everything, you name it. Maybe not everything, but yeah, you get my point. Like, all my friends probably have hidden talents that I kid you not, like, bro, they can really just come out and perfect that shit, and it's crazy. And I'm the same way. Like, I could DJ, take photos, creative direct, whatever, name it. I will learn how to do it, bro. Like, it's just being able to be creative like that is just a blessing. It's like, I didn't think I could do this shit. It's came a long way, because I could have started this shit years ago, but it came at a great time, and I'm blessed for it, honestly. Man, I don't want to acai bowl, bro.
Sorry. It actually wasn't that good. Like, it could have been more flavorful had I put more fruits in it, but I didn't want to do too much. Oh, somebody's calling you.
Who's that Pokemon?
Sorry.
I'm gonna just make this 2 parts.
But you have a mic too?
Nah, but they can hear me though.
Okay.
We got another guest, ZD.
So,
Introduce yourself, of course.
Name is Zoran.
Not boring, but it's okay.
Well, you didn't tell us, like, oh,
Yeah,
say
it's
this,
like-
say this, say that. You
Yeah,
just
both,
said introduce yourself, not to
Name,
mention you
like name
introduced
and
him
occupation.
Yeah, I'm both the same shit, bro. So Z, we were talking about mental health. Just like in general, not like gender wise, but like in general. So like, how was your mental health throughout like 2023?
That's a good question. Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know. But as of recently, I've been fine. Been good.
What's it called? So what are your plans for next year?
That's also a tough question. I wanna just start posting more, to be honest. You know, me and Marlon talked about getting into short films. You know, I wanna start getting more into that bag. I got stuff coming up, but you know, yeah, that's one of the biggest things I wanna start getting into, short films.
What's your content about
Um,
as of now?
Not really anything. I'm more of like a camera guy. Like I like
Mm.
the specs about cameras and stuff like that. So it's not really anything specific. So yeah.
I feel like your stuff is kind of like, it's not like daily life, but like it's like
Yeah.
what like happened like throughout one person's day.
Mm.
But
Just
it's
see that.
cool. It's like his content is really cinematic, bro. Like cinematic content is probably like the best content out right now. That's what's really popular. In my opinion.
This is on your Instagram?
I think he's talking about my YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, my YouTube
I
channel.
didn't know you had a YouTube channel. You should shout yourself out.
Yeah, I should.
5, 6, 7, 8. Go for it.
It's just my name, Zeron Duncan. If you go on my Instagram, click the link. It'll lead you there. So
I'll tag it. I'm just right there. Right here.
Well, I'm in school, so my plans are to get out of school because it's a lot.
Get out of school.
Well, I graduate. I'm ready to, like, I appreciate school. I do. And I'm learning a lot. Well, I'm doing a master's program, so I'm in school for a little longer now. So it's been a lot. It's a little stressful. I'm just ready to get into exactly what I want to do. Like right now, you know, I'm in like the school academic portion of what I want to do, but like I want to get into teaching and get into like working with kids ASAP. But right now I'm in school, so I can do it here and there when I have the time, which is what I plan on doing. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to graduate. That's gonna be great. No like assignments.
how much more years you got left?
Hopefully 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, it should be 2. It should be no more than 2. I think it's like a year added on, but it's a lot of classes because I also do a certificate program, so that's more classes that I have to take. So 2, in the range of 2 more years.
What about you, Mom? What you got planned next year? Man with the ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, just being the best creative man I can possibly. That's all I want to do, bro. Just as long as I'm being creative, helping my folks, helping my friends, I'm good. And that's all I can ask for real. Not asking for too much, for real. Even though I got other goals, but I can't speak about it now. So we just don't let it happen. So let God take it. So since we're talking about school, you're in school, I'm in school. You said you're not in school.
Nope.
So do you feel like it's necessary for someone to be in school? Or do you feel like
No.
not at all?
You don't need to go to school. If you don't want to go to school. If you feel like you don't. If you feel like, school is not for everybody. So if you feel like you want to go to school for whichever reason it is, like if you want to actually go to, like academically, some people just go to just for the experience. But if you feel like that's what you want to do, then do that. You know, just know that there's a lot that comes with it, you know, like money. School is very expensive. Time.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. Especially like the overnight studying. Bro, nah. Overnight studying. And then you gotta wake up early in the morning to go take that test. That same test that you studied for. I don't know. I couldn't do it.
If you were in school, all praise to you. 'Cause I'm in school, she's in school. All praise to you because like it
Facts.
gets hard out here.
Facts.
It gets hard as well.
All praise to the people that are in school too, because
Facts.
I feel like people are often like pressured to go to school, and like you making the decision not to go to school, and then even that, like trying to navigate, you don't know what the hell, like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm in school, so I can't imagine if I didn't have school. I feel like I'd lose it.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
If you weren't in school?
Yeah. I don't know what I would do. Like the creative directing, like it's cool, no, but it's not making me money currently in school. I don't know if I could work a full-time job. You know, I'm in school, so I love what I do. But I feel like I have the surrounding I need to just expand myself. I feel like if I just stayed here, it wouldn't really work out because a lot of people that we know here go to school away from home. So it's kind of difficult.
I don't know. If I was in school right now, I would definitely choose a different major. Probably be like a film major. Something that more pertains to my hobby.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I feel like there's just, but the thing is, I feel like it's easier for you to learn it yourself
That's one.
than to just learn from somebody else's perspective because they're gonna.
I mean,
teach
it
you,
depends on what you learn.
Yeah.
Like
But they're
if it's
also
like biology,
but they're also gonna
something
teach
like
you
that.
like their perspective. I feel like if you're just doing it your own way, I feel like that I didn't really learn how to be a creative director. I just taken other people's kind of opinions or like perspective, if you know what I mean. Like I've taken like what I've seen off the internet and just kind of put.
How did you get into creative directing?
Just brainstorming, overthinking. 25-8, bro.
Like what really made you like? When did it really become like a hobby? Or I don't know if it's a hobby for you, but like
When it
something you want
first-
to pursue.
When it first started, it was probably like COVID. I was just writing ideas down, but like when I started like brainstorming, it was like when I started doing photo shoots. So that's like when it all kind of came down, and then came with the idea for the Slack crew. Shout out my guys, shout out my girls. That's when like it started just becoming more fun to do, honestly. So I just took it into something, just became creative directing. People love what I do, so I respect it. Then I don't feel like anything that any one of us do is like something you see often. You're a dancer. You're a filmmaker. You don't see that often. Like maybe like on the internet, but like you don't see it often.
Around here.
You don't see it often in New York.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of this shit. That's what's kind of sucks. Cause we all doing our own thing. I'm proud of it. Yeah, I like it, honestly. I even asked you, what got you into dancing?
I was gonna ask that.
I've never asked you that question.
That's a good question. What got me into dancing? I guess, well, when I started taking it serious, because I kind of always been dancing here and there, and I've always enjoyed it. I think what like drives me most of the time is just the ability to like perform. I like to perform. I like to like interact with people through movement. I think that's pretty cool. I guess I started taking it serious when I was like 13. I don't know, I just like dance. Like it just made me happy. It just was fun. I like to perform. It was cool. And when I started like career-wise, when I realized like that's what I wanted to do as a career, was I guess more high school, because as I started taking it serious, I got into like different classes and was around people that also had the same passion as me, because people dance all the time, but like it's not as often that people want to take it as a career because it's not easy, and a lot of people are like, don't do that, you're not gonna make any money, so they just keep it as a hobby. But when I was around people that had the same passion and drive as me, I don't know, it just stuck. It motivated me to continue and learn more about it. And dance is like different things. Like there's so many different things you could do with dance. You could be in dance therapy, you can be a dance lawyer, you can be a physical therapist for dancers, you can be, there's dance lawyers, because like say I do a dance move, well then you do that same dance move, well you kind of just stole it from me.
Copyright,
right? So there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do within dance. And see, like it's just so cool. Like the more I learned about it, like I went to the BOCES program, the arts high school, so like I was able to learn different things about it and learn how many avenues there were within the realm of dance, and it's just very interesting. It's something that I'm always going to do.
So what got you into filmmaking?
It was COVID, and at the time I was watching a lot of YouTube, and I came across this guy named Andy 2. He lives in He's based in NYC. And he's basically a filmmaker, and he was making these videos about making, like, I guess you can consider it a film, but he used to do it with his phone. And I kind of found it interesting because when you think of like films, you think of like big cameras or like actual like cameras. You don't really think about filming it on your phone. So kind of caught interest, and I wanted to try it, and that's where it started from there.
Do you feel like filmmaking is like a career that you want to just like take on, bro? Or is it just
That would be nice, you know? But I don't think like it's not like a main.
man?
Yeah,
Honestly, I feel like it like expanding what you do more. Like really,
yeah.
it should-
Right now, I want to keep it like something that I do like as a hobby, passion, like something like a passion hobby for me. Because I feel like if I try to make a career and like try to rely on that to make me money, then you know, I don't know.
I feel you.
Creative directing, I don't want to put it as my main thing, even though
Yeah,
they love it a lot. So like I needed to really just get there. Like it's gonna take a while, obviously, but I needed to get there for me to just be able to tell myself, okay, cut everything else. We're gonna just creative direct for the rest of
yeah.
like, however long.
I just really want to get nice work, really.
That's what I need to get nice.
Like even if it's not making me a lot of money, or like
I need to make sure I have the confidence
yeah,
to just tell myself like this shit.
I could do certain things.
Yeah,
you know.
shit gonna work out. I feel like it's gonna expand. I feel like for all three of us, it's gonna expand like throughout the next couple of years. Because if you start posting more, you start posting more.
Yeah.
And if I start just expanding my creativity to other places, it is gonna expand like fast. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for whatever gets thrown at us. No one needs to handle that shit. Yeah, you need to start posting it. Both of y'all, for real.
Nah, that's a fact.
Like I just look at it like obviously like social media is our like weapon for real, but it's also kind of a downfall because people are
Yeah.
very picky about what they watch and shit. But like it's also like the biggest thing that's like really gonna spread like
It's your resume nowadays,
Yeah.
and I hate that. I really do. I
It's-
really do.
It sucks, but it's also very helpful
It
for
is.
certain people. Like it works out at certain times.
Yeah, you get to reach a whole different audience, like
Mhm.
people that you would never meet.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't believe like how many. I think like before I started creating directing, I had like 1,000 some followers. I had like 2,000, and that's almost in the span of like a year for real. So just all the people just trying to support me or just trying to get in my shoes. Like it's kind of insane, but like it means a lot because y'all always just show love. Even if you just reposted something that's helping anybody though, like just one repost, one share, one comment, or anything, bro. It's helping somebody just have more confidence in doing what they like to do. Like this shit is just hobby for them.
Now, one thing I could say about Marlon, like he's always like ready to put something in motion, like an idea or like
Yeah, I don't know
anything
why.
he comes up with. I feel like that's why you're growing so fast, because you're just like anything. You just I don't know. I feel like it's your love for it too.
I do got love for. I really do got love for that. This is fun, but like I be
Yeah.
feeling like I'm running out of ideas. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I look at the ideas I have written down. I'm just like, I don't know if this gonna work out. But then I look at Pinterest. And I'm like, that. Like I literally came up with the deli shoot coming next week in a span of like 2 minutes, bro. Like I literally walked in DV's. I was like, I want to do a deli shoot. So it's like, it just happened. Like just being around certain surroundings, bro. It's just like anything would be made possible. And that's what I love about New York, because like you could shoot anywhere. Down south, not
Yeah.
too much to do. like what I love about Gian's shit, about Z's, like his shit is what's it called? It's different. Like even though there may not be talking in it, or like the moments that you record, different. And that's what's so tough about it. Like even like the video y'all see on my Instagram, the behind the scenes of the nurse shoot, he made that shit. That shit is so fire. That shit is so
Appreciate it.
fire. Cause I'm not gonna lie,
Appreciate it.
I didn't half of them shits, bro. I didn't remember when you recorded it. So I'm just like, when was this recorded, bro? And throughout that whole 4 minutes, that shit was fire. I had never seen the behind the scenes video before. That shit is fire. Now she got a podcast that she needs to post.
You have a podcast?
I do have a
She has
podcast.
She needs to post ASAP. Never.
That's fine.
Yeah, I need to get her confidence up. But her dancing, top tier. If I ever see her Instagram or TikTok, you know. But you need to stop posting in that friend zone. Please, bro.
I think I'm slick.
Yeah, bro. You gotta share that talent, bro.
For the both of you, what's like your main source of inspiration when you guys are creating?
Any source of inspiration. I guess like you said, social media. But I don't like to be on it too long because I feel like you can get too much inspiration, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can get so much inspiration to the point where, I don't know. For me, sometimes I get so much ideas that it's kind of overwhelming, to be honest. Like I don't know which one I want to do, and like if it doesn't work out, then it brings like discouragement and stuff like that.
I feel like it's I don't mind having so many ideas, but I just don't sit upon just one. Like if I have an idea, I'll write it down, and then brainstorm later on. Get another one, write it down, brainstorm later on. And then once I stop all the thoughts, start thinking about the ideas, how I'm gonna put it out, how the people that's gonna be in it, all that stuff. But I don't always do that for all my ideas. Like I don't always think about what's it called, the people already ahead of time, because that's not fair. I don't like putting the same people in the same shoes, stuff like that. But I only do it because some people just don't have like the accountability to be in the shoes. Like if you're gonna be in my shoe, I need you there. I don't need you to just like flop stuff like that, because that's like I'm trusting you to be in my shoe, but you're also asking me to do it. That's kind of the trust. Social media and Pinterest. Pinterest is like probably like my biggest thing, for real. Like, that's really like where most of my creativity comes from. But other than that, Pinterest for real. Pinterest, like even just when I look at a picture, I can really just tell myself like, oh, I want to do something like this, or just change it up a little bit. I was looking at, what was the project called? Like the baseball shoot I did, I got that from Pinterest. The Project X shoot that I did, the little drunk thing, I got that from TikTok actually. So like, social media is a weapon, but I don't know, I just try to just limit my time on it, honestly. So what is your inspiration?
Because I'm learning the other person's choreography, it's not really an inspiration on my behalf. It's just what that person does. But within that, I guess I try to emulate what the song is saying or what they want you to feel, like whatever, the artist wants you to feel. I try to emulate that energy and kind of like push that through the movement. But if I'm choreographing, I don't know. Actually, I haven't, because I've just been dancing and haven't been choreographing. I feel like I don't have any inspiration whatsoever. I have like no inspiration to create. Like, I don't know. I've just been learning. And I think that's something that's important in itself, to like take a step back and learn and be a student in everything that I do. So I guess right now I'm using that as my inspiration.
I had to learn from a creative director on TikTok.
Right.
Like I learned from him. I learned like what he does. I've learned from Jurio. Even though he's a cameraman, he's still a creative director. Like he tells you what to do. help you out, like all that stuff. I've learned from Drew, Calum, Zeron. Like I've learned from them people because I've watched like what they've done, so I just took it upon myself, like just like how to specifically put this person like this, or how to specifically put this idea, or just post somebody, just like all that stuff. Like I've learned with from the people that I've worked with, even my models I've learned from. Like I'm constantly learning like how to post someone, or just how this outfit can work out, just seeing me. Like it's a constant thing, honestly. Like I'm not always doing the work for real, because I kid you not. If I kid you not, if you ask me to pose a female, I will look at you lost because I don't know what the fuck I need to do. Like posing a female is so hard, and that's only because I'm a male.
You think so?
That's
Yeah,
interesting. I
yeah.
feel like
I
it would
think
be
posing,
easier.
yeah.
Really?
I felt no,
Yeah,
not for you to do it for her, but I think she herself might know how to do it.
Nah, but like I've
Well,
worked
that's
with.
not always true because
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah?
how to pose.
Oh,
But I feel like for somebody, like I can tell someone, like give them ideas. I feel like girls can like do more. You know, guys be like, I'm not putting my hand there. What the fuck? Like, I feel like it would be harder. Like you could be like, oh, put your hand up there. Do that. No,
Yeah,
it's-
but I have to just kind of think about it. Like I had to think about it for real. But like once I start, like once she's like, I don't know what to do next, then it's
then
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know. I feel like it's just a little hard. Like
Yeah.
I think I was doing somebody's birthday shoot. It was just a little difficult for me, but I started getting the hang of it. It's cool.
I feel like that's the best. Those are the best moments in your creative directing journey, like, because you're always gonna. I feel like the more you do it, there's always gonna be things that you go to, like, I don't know, just to make the shoot efficient, just to make it like flow. But there's gonna be moments where you don't know how to pose somebody, and you're gonna have to like come up with something on the spot, and then you never know, it might be like the next biggest thing or something like that.
Yeah, I always kind of like. There's always that one thing like after the shoot's done, or
Yeah,
after a
that you
certain
pick up
thing,
on,
you
like
think
you
of
learn.
an idea. Like it sucks, but like it's funny as shit. It's like, damn, I could have just done that or done this, but like it happens for a reason, honestly. I ain't tripping about it. So what do y'all think? Y'all like? What could be your biggest struggle in what y'all do?
Biggest struggle?
Yeah, like what's your biggest struggle in like what y'all do, or like what you do for real?
For me, it's just procrastinating, to be honest. Just sitting on ideas and not putting them out, but like just not working on them. I'm fine with not putting anything out, but I always want to be working, but I don't know. I just get stuck sometimes.
And you?
I guess mine would be confidence, and just I feel like the dancing part is the easy part, and for a lot of dancers I find that we're like our biggest critics, and we sometimes lose the ability to see like the greatness that we're doing, that we're producing, and we're always thinking about what can be done better. So I'm working on realizing that like what I do, I can do better, yes, but like what I did was great, and having the confidence to just go for it and not be so critical of myself. I feel like that's a habit that I've developed that's not, it's good, but not the way it's, progressing. We can do a little better.
Mine is probably I do it a lot. Do it a lot only because like I'm still brand new at everything I do. But constantly like judging or comparing my stuff, my work to someone else's, and it's really it gives me a headache because I'll be like I could have done something way better, or I could have done this better, or like it could have been like this, but I'm still learning, so I have to just really tell myself like you're still getting the hang of this, like you're just starting out. But yeah, because I've had successful projects, and I've had projects that didn't like get on Instagram, or just like they're not getting the most likes, but like it's because I'm still learning all the stuff I do. But like later on, like I won't like look at somebody else's work. I'm not. It's what I do. I'm putting it out for a reason. 'Cause I love it.
Like, what's something that you guys find like inspiration in that's not pertaining to what you're actually doing?
I would say my family and friends. I think that like they're pretty cool people in their own right, and everybody has like their own thing going on, and the way they go about it and handle it and conquer it and just do that shit, like it's very inspirational, and it's what keeps me going a lot of the time with what I want to do.
Honestly, I feel like it's the same issue. Honestly. But like really the same.
Like finding inspiration in like this everyday life, everything you do.
Yeah, it's really friends. Cause all like every one of my friends have like a hobby that is different from each other, and you find it like even if it's like a brand, dancing, DJing, like everyone is different.
So yeah, you be in your DJing bag. I forgot about that. Man,
I literally.
You're doing everything, bro.
You're
doing everything.
I'd be bored, bro. Like I could DJ, I could take photos, creative direct, I could skateboard. Like I'd be bored, bro. But like, yeah, either that or it's really volleyball. Cause I love the game. I do love the game, but it's just like that's like my other thing. If like I'm just having one of those days that I could just do something to just clear my head or like just pick up something so I could just do something like it helps me cope or just improve myself if I'm not doing really that.
For me, I like to cook. Like,
Yo, I forgot you could cook.
nah, not that I can cook.
Y'all know who I am. I appreciate you tuning in. So much. Appreciate my folks for being here. Appreciate y'all both creative as fuck.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you
Hope
for
that
having me.
Likewise.
We could get a part 2, of course, or another episode. Even if it's my shoots, they will be here. Y'all will always see them. Please shout out your podcast or Instagram.
I'll shout out my Instagram. I'm not gonna shout out the podcast yet because
Why not?
I feel
It's
like
not out yet.
the podcast. No, it's out, but it's just
You have guests on your podcast?
I do. Would you like to be on my podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet because I feel like podcast is for me right now. So, whoever sees it, and whoever doesn't, doesn't. I feel like no pressure.
Like you be doing like interviews or like it's just conversation?
It's whatever I want, however the day takes me. So yeah, but my Instagram is Nae2Gorge, NAE, number 2, GORG.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, ZA.RONN, and then you can find everything else from there.
Other than that, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope to see y'all again.
What you be saying? Like, repost,
Yeah, type shit.
like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All that. And hope to see y'all back on Mars.